Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. And for Indiana, Siakam is out there with Nesmith. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And there's Miles Turner. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard position. Here's Nesmith. We'll have to keep our eyes on the center matchup, Greg, in this one. These two bigs bring so much to their respective team.
Yeah, and remember when people thought centers were going extinct? Look around the league. There's so much talent at that position, including the two guys we get to watch here tonight.
Halliburton may have a lean frame, but right there he shows you how balanced he is. Fights off the defense on the way up. That's nice.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Halliburton. Greg, in terms of the Pacers' last few seasons, some have pointed to their relative lack of size. What do you think?
Well, I think a big push for them this summer was adding to their front court, particularly getting more size at the forward positions. And I think they've improved in that regard.
And here's Indiana, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see the frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
And Davis can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Here's Halliburton. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, great work on the interior. Halliburton, easy work inside.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's Davis. Again, the miss by the Lakers.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Back to Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Lakers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Can't cash in from close range.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And here are the Lakers. It's a 3-point game. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Well, you can see the eagerness to contribute from Rui Hachimura. Finds the open man, willing to facilitate.
Justin Nembhard. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Here's a look at some of the stats for LeBron James.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's James. A 23-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Halliburton against Russell. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And over the course of his career, Davis has become a much better shooter.
So timeout called here in the first for Indiana.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers.
Show them some love.
Here now, the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. The Lakers second, the Pacers fourth.
And they may be getting it done in slightly different ways, guys, but both of these teams are putting up a ton of points.
Now, here's McConnell. 12 points his last outing. To the paint. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Indiana trailing here. And with Dinwiddie on the court, Doris, they've got a pretty good facilitator out there.
I think it's probably one of his more underrated qualities, to be honest, Kevin. Spencer obviously can handle it, he can distribute it, and he can keep an offense running smoothly. Most often we associate this guy with scoring, but don't sleep on his passing skills.
There's 47 seconds left in the first.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now Toppin. Nothing on the board. Prince with the defensive effort. Passes it to Christie. The Pacers pull it in. Toppin passes to McConnell. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. The kick out to Walker. Shot clock at 3. Puts it up. That's tipped. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Lakers lead by 3. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Lakers leading by 3. Taking a look at the Lakers. At the guard positions, Russell and Reeves. Torian Prince is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Davis at the 5 spot. The pass to Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Turner. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great effort on the boards. AD playing hard.
Davis has gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Davis against Turner. Pass to McConnell. Over Russell. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from McConnell. Lakers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. The Pacers are a team on the rise, and Tyrese Halliburton says one of the favorite parts about the way we're building the culture here is it's not just showing up for a game, and that's it. We watch games, text about games, talk about games when we get to the arena. I just want to be around guys who love basketball and want to be great. Kevin?
Isn't that special, David? Hey, thanks for that report.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The Pacers pull it in. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to McConnell. Here's Nembhard. And here's McConnell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Lets it go from 11. Good on the bucket. Reeves has got his second basket of the night. And the NBA looking to reduce the amount of carrying recently. Seems like GA ball handlers had to adjust.
You know, guards can get away with a lot these days, and it's hard for players and refs to make that adjustment. Ultimately, things need to be kept in check. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
It's his first trip to the line.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from McConnell. Some changes for Indiana. Pascal Siakam comes in for Jackson. And it's Neesmith in for Doug McDermott. The Lakers also with a sub. LeBron's checked in for Taurean Prince. And both free throws good for McConnell. Here's Hachimura. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Pacers trail by 5. Here's McConnell. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Russell with the bucket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Passes to Nembhard. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Davis, he made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strength.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Turner with the basket on the assist by McConnell.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
But you need to be the loudest. Can you do it?
Indiana making some changes. Walker's checked in for Turner. And Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Reddish comes in for Hachimura. Christie, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. And Dinwiddie subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Here's Christie. Still without a basket. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Neesmith. Right side to Walker. Over Hayes. Walker's shot is off.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Pacers trail by 7. Here's Nembhard. Poked away. Hayes with the steal. Floats it up for James. And James throws it down.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Halliburton kicks to Walker. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Misses from short range.
At his size, LeBron is a handful inside, and sometimes you can't help but foul him to try and prevent that easy bucket.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And he can't get the first one. Toppin, he's checked in for the Pacers. He hits the second from the line.
Despite the fact that LeBron James is now in the league for over 2 decades, he continues to dominate.
Now, here's Halliburton. He has 5. Here's Walker. It's deflected, and he recovers it.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
LeBron with it. Dinwiddie for 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. Lakers on top, leading by 10. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports.
For your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. In the first period, their biggest lead was a slim 3 points. They really poured it on in the second quarter, building the lead to 10 points. Shaq, what'd you think about the Lakers?
They're going to work in the paint. Doing a great job. Good portion of their offense was generated inside. Really outperformed their opponent in that aspect. I expect the defense to pack it in a little more in the second half and try to force those guys to stay outside.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
Obviously, that was U-G-L-Y. It's ugly. Shooting under 30% from the field, disorganized. Chucking up bad shots. Man, I'll tell you, they have to adjust their play. They got to get better looks.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. You look at James, what a contribution.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's James. Siakam is out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Neesmith. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the two-guard spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Here's Reeves. 6 on the shot clock. Siakam pulls it in.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
The 19-foot shot, and he knocks down the jumper.
D'Angelo Russell.
Russell's got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers.
Well, tremendous job on the pull-up jumper, right? D'Angelo Russell taking advantage of what the defense gives him.
He gets that one.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Outside for Davis. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Hachimura. That one goes. Count it. Hachimura's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, Rui Hachimura has got great concentration, so he's not going to let a little bit of contact disrupt his rhythm.
Inside, Neesmith. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Los Angeles leading by 12. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. James right side. Back to Hachimura. Here's Reeves. Can't hit from in close.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Nembhard the pass to Siakam. Now here's Neesmith. There's the triple. The rebound by James.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Reeves gets the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. The Pacers are a team on the rise, and their point guard, Tyrese Halliburton, has a lot to do with that. Coach Rick Carlisle said his will to win is spectacular for a young player. He's the motor, the engine who drives our team. When people look and say we're fun to watch, he's the head of the snake. He sets the tone for that in a big way. Kevin?
In a big way. High praise. Hey, David, thank you. Here's Smith after the basket by the Lakers. Puts up a deep three. Prince grabs the miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
It's good. And the Lakers lead by 16. And Halliburton's got the ball here for Indiana. There's the pass to Smith. And here's McConnell to end the cold streak. And he sinks the layup. McConnell's got 8 points.
From Jalen Smith.
Lakers leading by 14. We've seen some promising growth from Jalen Smith, haven't we, Doris? He's asserting himself more, and it shows.
He is, Kevin, and we're talking about a 6'10" guy, lean frame, has some shooting ability. It's a matter of this guy keeping that aggression and keeping that focus. There's still a long way to go, but you love that he's starting to carve a little niche in this league.
The Pacers making a change here. Toppin's checked in, and then for Los Angeles, Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Anthony Davis, and Dinwiddie subbed in for LeBron. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Russell passes to Hayes. Good work defensively by Smith. Pacers trail by 14. Pass to McDermott. That shot, no good. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Hayes. Rebound by Smith. The Pacers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's McConnell. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Reddish. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Reddish has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Halliburton. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Well, you love to see guys willing to exploit the mid-range. If that's what the defender concedes, go ahead and take it.
4 seconds left. Unable to get that one. And so it's Los Angeles sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Then there's Christie. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Reeves in at the point. Now here is Hachimura. Over Nesmith. Siakam pulls it in.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Halliburton kicks to McConnell. Shot clock at 5. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Turner.
How about that? Running the pick and roll to perfection. Evident that Miles Turner loves these situations.
The baseline J. James misses.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Siakam passes to McConnell. Davis against Turner. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Nails it from the high post.
My goodness, what a dribble drive by Mr. Tyrese Halliburton.
James in the high post. Siakam's there. Davis doesn't go that time. Good D by Siakam. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
First personal foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time. I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
To the middle, here's Russell. That shot, no good. Pacers trail by 11. Now, here is Halliburton. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And it's Russell in the corner. Passes it to Hachimura. He doesn't hit that one. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. A nice shot by Nesmith.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Well, the basketball IQ of LeBron James is off the charts. So adept at finding ways to get to the line.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, LeBron. Second free throw, no good. Pacers trail by 10. Halliburton outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now the pass to Nembhard. Tries from 16. Siakam misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. And finished off by Davis.
And I tell you, the Brown, he might be the best player in our league. With that reach, you just throw it up around the rim, and he's bringing it home.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're trailing by 12. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. And here is Los Angeles now, following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Good.
And just one of those nights for Tyrese Halliburton. He's kept his foot on the accelerator, and he's putting it to the defense.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Lakers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for LeBron.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Indiana. Doug McDermott comes in for Nesmith. And then for the Lakers, Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Reddish comes in for Austin Reeves. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Russell. Siakam hits them both.
I think what's probably surprised me the most about Pascal Siakam is how prepared he is to be the primary scorer for an excellent team in the NBA. This guy has shown no hesitation.
Now here's Prince. Can't connect from short range.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Drills the three-pointer. Halliburton's got it back down to single digits for Indiana.
Well, it's been early in his career, but Tyrese Halliburton has proven to be extremely dangerous from range.
Now, Dinwiddie. And so Los Angeles takes the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. LeBron, when you know AD is behind you, how does that help you defensively?
You can stay home. You can allow him to play one-on-one versus a guard versus a big, and you can stay home and be able to box out and get rebounds because he's that good.
It's quite a 1-2 punch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.